Okay, so hello everybody, I'm Lara Peters, and today I will be handling the happy hour session and I will be exploring EESSI 2025.06. So I'll mainly look at the differences and maybe a little bit of the goals and how how you can find the software and stuff like that. But yeah, first I'll maybe go to the highlights for the next for events that will be happening in the future. So we have the EasyBuild user meeting coming up in Portugal from the 21st until the 23rd of April, I think. I'm not sure if the registration is already closed. Maybe I think it's full for in-person attendance, but I think you can still register for following online. Then there will be another EESSI webinar series as we did in 2025. And those will be starting from Monday, 27th of April. And then for the next foreseeable weeks, also always on Mondays. Then there will also be a webinar 4 or 5 of the Euro HPC Federation platform focused on authentication and authorization infrastructure, the AAI. I think this will be mainly covering my access ID and stuff like that. So if you're interested in that, join. And then there will also be the ISC conference, 22nd to 26th of June, where will be a lot of the people working on EESSI will be present. We had submitted a workshop and that is now also approved. So we have a we have a half day tutorial with EESSI, sorry, not a workshop. Then we also have a couple of, we have also the EasyBuff that will also be, so yeah, for everybody going to ISC, if you want to talk to us, send us a message via Slack or something. So I think we can then dive in. So what are the main differences between the EESSI 2023-06 and EESSI 2025-06? Here is like a general overview of like the base tool chains and the base modules in the compat layer, maybe to go through them quickly. So in the newer compat layer, we're relying on the newer glibc. Oops, sorry. I wanted to move something. So we're now relying on 2.41, and we're also using a newer Lua version, LMOD version with 8.7.60. For the 2025-06, we have now newer tool chains with GCC 13.3, 14.2, and 14.3. We now also have an LLVM toolchain with Alphos 2025B, and we have the LLVM compilers 21.8. With 25.06, we have now also jumped to MPI 5. So that's also a major change. And then the general FOSS tool chains that we're supporting is 2024A, 2025A, and 2025B. For contributing, new software, everything is automated in that as well. And you can very easily now already, and we've been using it already for the software that is already in there, submits jobs. The only difference that you have to do is you have to specify the repo in the command, as in the picture you can see. And then also for the EESSI stack files, they follow like a certain path you have to be. So it has to be in like the subdirectory, which mentions EESSI version. So for the newer, it's on 2025.06. Then also in the EESSI stack file name itself, you specify the EESSI version, also the EasyBuild version, and then you end the name file with the toolchain, FOSS or GCC or system. But yeah, you can find many examples in the repository already for if you want to contribute something to EESSI yeah, to 2025.06. Then for documentation, we have recently updated our documentation for the overview page of the software that is available in EESSI. We hope this one is more, more intuitive and easier to parse through and easier to find things through. You can also just type in 2025.06 in the search bar, and then you will get the full list of all the software that is already in 2025.06. These are specified with the label that you can see under available in easy version. And then you can see 2023.06 and 2025.06, or with ABSL PI, that's only available in 2025.06. So if you want to look at the software that you mainly use in your work and want to see if it's already in the newer version available, feel free to visit our documentation and let us know if you want something that is not there yet, then we might be able to help you get it in there as well, especially if it was already in 2023.06. So we started work on the new software stack in June 2025. And now we're getting close to 800. Yeah, we were over 700 in the end of February, and I think we've got a lot more stuff in there in the last couple of weeks. So I think we're now probably going to near the 800 mark for software for unique modules per CPU. No, yeah, unique modules per CPU target. So that's not unique software pack. So the blue line is the amount of modules that are in there, and the red line is the amount of unique software. So some packages, we have multiple versions for the multiple tool chains, and that's blue line. And then with the green line, we have the total of installations over all the CPU targets. However, at the moment, a lot of specific scientific packages that are in 2023.06 are still missing. This is for a variety of reasons. We really try to test the software well and want to really make sure that's also improved on performance. So it takes for a lot of stuff, it takes a lot of work. I especially worked a lot on lamps, and maybe for a future happy hour, we can look like all the work that has already gone into getting a newer lamps that hopefully performs better deployed in 2025.06, which is not right now at the moment yet the case, but we're very, very close. So the goal of 2025.06 is that we have a better software stack that relies on with the newer glibc, the newer OpenMPI, the newer tool chains, that we also have better performance. And for one of our packages that we test with our reframe test suite, we already see some performance enhancements with a much smaller latency for the OZU benchmark in the 2025.06 compared to the 2023.06. And then I think that I'm done. Maybe I went too quickly, but I hope it was clear for everybody. So if anybody has questions, they can ask. Maybe I'll first mention that the next topic in the series will be revisiting ways to add software to EESSI.
Thank you very much, Lara. Maybe before taking any questions, you could go and show us the new modifications you mentioned in the slides, for example, for the available software, or even for the minor additional modification required for the CVMFS configuration for detecting the GPUs with EESSI 2025.06 in the docs?
Yes, I can share the docs. Wait, stop share. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm.
And also, since you were fast enough, maybe you can also show us the difference in the easy stack. So if anyone would like to
All
make a
right.
contribution.
Yeah, I can take a closer look. So here in our documentations at site-specific GPU, yeah, so we have we now have a different approach for the GPU and the CUDA, which is also why it took a very long time for us to get a CUDA deployed because we worked put a lot of work on it, and that it's less work for the yeah, for the people, for the admins of the of support, for the admins of HPC sites, to maintain the GPU, that they don't have to update it anymore themselves constantly, but that this when new versions pop up, that this will be done automatically. I'm not that familiar with the whole, with that whole mechanism. That's more Casper van Leer put a lot of work into that. So maybe in the future can do a focus session more on this and all the work that he put into the new stuff for NVIDIA GPUs. I don't know if I should mention anything else on this, Richard.
Yeah, the most important thing is that there is a new variable that needs to be set. So if you go up a bit, and it is clearly mentioned in the documentation, so for EASY 2025-06 and later, there is
Is it
another,
this one?
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So this has to be set in the CMFS configuration, and so that with after setting this, when executing the check and install for the drivers, it will function properly. So this is required for EASY 2025-06 and the later versions.
Yeah. Okay. Then we can also have a quick look at the available software. So as I mentioned, you can do like the 25.06, or if you're looking for like a specific package that, like if your lamps is not there yet, so then you can see that it doesn't have a label yet. But if you go to, for instance, our bioconductor, then you can see that it's already deployed with the label. And then you can click also through and get the specifics on the versions that are there. So for 2025.06, we already have one with FOSS 2024A, and that's a 3.20. And then also let's have a look at bar is in my way. That's the software layer. If I think next week it will be about how to contribute, so I maybe won't go that much into detail. But yeah, this one here, as it mentions, is for 2025.06, so we can take a closer look at like an open one, and maybe we can also take a look at a closed one. So this GDPR copy. So if the software is already available in Easy, then it's as easy as just adding the line to the Easy stack file. And as I mentioned in the slides, you have the version of Easy, which is specified in the path and also in the file name. Then you have the EasyBuild version, which is now the latest one, is now 5.2.1. And this one was for 2025B. So that toolchain is also mentioned in the name. Wait, no.
So
And then,
what you mean, Lara, is that when making a contribution, just to be aware that to follow the specific easy version, which shows up after software.easy.io.
yeah,
So if anyone would like to contribute any software for 2025-06, please follow this /2025-06, and then with a specific EasyBuild
yeah,
version, which is the latest. Now we're using 5.2.1, and the tool chain in which the software package you are contributing lies. And
Yeah.
as Lara mentioned, so if the software is already in easy build, then if it's using the latest commit or something that is will be available, or the package will be available with the next release, then you have to use from commit option as shown in on the screen now with this package. Or if it's already available, then you just add the easy config.
Yes. And for talking to the bot, we now have done, we specify the repo in the bot command, and then everything should be set in the right way. Yeah.
Maybe
Anything?
another thing we can add, Lara, is that in 2025-06, we specifically have a software stack for Zen 5, which is
Yeah.
getting more populated. I guess
Which
it's
software we
already
don't have?
fully equal to other stacks now,
Yeah, could be. I will
because
check the
when we build a new
labels.
package, we are already building for Zen 5 also. And this is something we don't have, or we didn't have with the 2023-06.
Yeah. So yeah, this is a new target that we're now building. All the other targets that we have in Easy are built in 2023.06, but SEM 5 is now added to the 2025.06. Yeah. Should I also go through the maybe that's for the CUDA compute capabilities that we support, because that's also a little bit different. Because we're now also gonna, in 2025, we're now also gonna add support for Blackwell on top of all the CUDA compute capabilities that we're already supporting 2023.06. Um,
So you mean for now,
So
we
now
still
in
have,
2023.06, we have CUDA compute capabilities 70, 80, and 90 for all the uh, CPU architectures. And then for 2025.06, we now have 100 and 120 on top of the 70, 80, and 90 that we were already supporting. So yeah.
and I also guess there is a progress for ROCm, and it will be, if we'll
Yeah.
start officially supporting it in the stacks, it will be shown in 2025-06 also, right?
I think so. Yeah. I know that a lot is moving there, also with a new colleague at Surf, who's putting a lot of time to it together with Jan André at Jülich. But yeah, I'm not so sure where they stand. But from what I hear, they're getting close to getting something. That's also why we have the LLVM toolchain now in 2025.06, as that's strongly related to ROCm and getting ROCm support.
Okay, great. So maybe you can now just put the last slide, and we can open
Yeah.
for questions. Anything related to easy problems, issues, clarifications for today's session, for the upcoming session, even if you'd like to present something. So we are open for new ideas. Maybe if not, I will just mention that the next topic series, next Monday, we will be covering revisiting ways to add software to Easy. And note that the Monday after, there will not be an Easy Happy Hour session. It's because of Easter occasion. So for now, I will stop the recording in case anyone would like to have a more informal conversation.